Scream 6 starts filming in exactly 1 month, and we may or may not have some casting news. Not really, but it's something interesting to talk about. Let's get into it.
What's your favorite scary movie? Name it.
We'll tear your soul apart.
Allow Pennywise to dance you now.
Oh, Lord on the beast!
God, don't do that.
But sometimes dead is better.
Hey everybody, what's up? KillJoy Jake here, and instead of having friends, I have horror movies. Today we're talking about Scream 6, and now before I get into that, I'm gonna need y'all to like this video and subscribe if you're new here. I would greatly appreciate that. Also, a massive shout out and thank you to my channel members and Patreon supporters. You've probably been watching their names scroll across the bottom of the screen for the past couple of minutes here. A massive thanks, a collective hug, and possibly even a smooch for all of you. But getting into this, in exactly 1 month, Scream 6 starts filming, which means probably by the time we get to like early June, late May, we'll probably have some more like some kind of news, something to actually talk about instead of just like the rumors we're talking about today. In the coming weeks, we may actually get some casting news too, which is something I've been really looking for and just nothing so far, which is kind of crazy because like the movie starts filming in a month. We are now less than a month away starting tomorrow, which is weird that we don't have any casting news. Remember like before they started filming Scream 5, like there was like stuff way months before, like way before that even started filming. We had news that like the OG3 were coming back. We knew that like a bunch of cast members were coming in and all that. Now we know nothing, and it's a month until they start filming. Really bizarre. I don't know why we haven't gotten any news on that, but a lot of people are just looking all over the internet for something. I guarantee you though, when we do get actual casting news, it'll be everywhere. The big news outlets will be talking about it, and don't trust these little tiny nuggets of information. It's probably just rumors like what we're talking about today. If you go to Letterboxd currently, which not a reliable source for news, that should be a given at this point, but some people don't know that unfortunately. Letterboxd, IMDb, not reliable sources of news. Just so you know, not reliable places for horror or movie news. It currently has the cast list for Scream 6 listed, which just is not confirmed and probably won't be true. You have, under the new characters, Anya Taylor-Joy playing Wendy Graham, which no fucking way in hell would she be in a Scream movie. I love Anya Taylor-Joy, she's amazing, but she's way too big of a star to sign on to the 6th film in a slasher franchise. Listen, I would love to see her be playing a Ghostface killer. Could you imagine that third act speech with her like very alto, low female voice? Oh my God, she would absolutely slay that. But no way that happens, unfortunately. She's just way too big of a star. Like imagine if they tried to get like Tom Holland or like Timothy Chalamet to be in this movie. It just wouldn't happen. Like they're just way too big of stars to be in this film. They want to be the stars too. They want to be like the actual forefront of whatever movie they're going to be in. Maybe if you got Anya Taylor-Joy to play the role of like Sam Carpenter in the last film, something like that, okay, that could have worked, but no way. She's just not going to be in this next film, I don't think. A more likely candidate for someone to be in this next film though, once again, not confirmed. Don't be going in the comments and saying, oh, no way, they're confirmed, that's sweet, because that makes me upset. The main dude from Happy Death Day, Israel Broussard, I have no idea how to pronounce things, so please rip on me in the comments if you'd like. It would be playing the role of Henry Domus. Domus, is that even a last name? Domus. What's up, my name is Domus. What's up, my name is Domus. Hi, what's going on? My name is Domus. Hi. So yeah, not confirmed, but definitely a more likely candidate of somebody to be in this next movie. I could 100% see that. I mean, he's from the Happy Death Day franchise. I absolutely love the Happy Death Day movies, but they definitely do borrow some things from the Scream franchise. You have a murder mystery. You have a person in a mask that you're trying to figure out who that person is throughout the entire runtime. You have meta commentary on the slasher genre. And there's even like there's a sci-fi element though. That's kind of what makes it different, which is very interesting and expanded upon in the sequel, which I really appreciated. Mad love to Mr. Christopher Landon. So I could totally see him being in this next film. Anya Taylor-Joy, very unlikely, even though, my God, do I simp for that woman. One other thing that's interesting about this imaginary cast list is we also have Hayden Panettiere listed as Kirby Reed, something that a lot of fans want to see happen in this next film. Something that, unfortunately, and I hate to sound like a cynic, I don't think is going to happen considering some things going on in Hayden Panettiere's personal life that I just won't get into. I know a lot of people were really excited to hear that Hayden Panettiere had joined a new talent management team, or talent agency, whatever the heck they call it, but I seriously doubt that she's in this next film. I think it would be awesome awesome if she was, but I don't think she's going to be reprising the role. Listen, once again, I'm a huge fan of Kirby. Like, oh my god, Anya Taylor-Joy, Kirby, fuck yeah, I'm all about them all day long, but I don't see it happening. Also, another reason why I don't see it happening, besides the stuff going on with Hayden Panettiere right now, is there was a lot of things in Scream 5 that didn't end up going anywhere. You know, with the new Halloween franchise, we can expect from David Gordon Green to turn little details from a past movie into something big with the next movie. Considering what happened in Halloween Kills, we had a very insignificant character play a super huge role in the plotline of Halloween Kills. So I can totally see something crazy happening with small details from Halloween Kills going into Halloween Ends, but with the Scream franchise so far, of what we've seen of what Radio Silence can do, it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. I don't know if it is or not. I think it would be really cool if they played into some of the small details that were like mildly underdeveloped in Scream 5 that could play bigger roles in the next film, but I just don't see it happening. Especially with that small detail of saying, hey, Kirby Reed is alive. I think what that was there's been this speculation for such a long time that, hey, is Kirby alive? Is she dead? I believe Wes Craven even said something on Twitter about her possibly still being alive back on like Twitter way before he died, like when that movie came out. So to me, it came off as like an Easter egg for eagle-eyed fans. It was like, hey, that's there for you if you want it, but I don't think she's going to play any big involvement in the next film, even though I would love for that to be the case. You could totally repurpose her character to be like some like kind of college professor or something along those lines, but what we saw from Scream 5 is that it seems like the Radio Silence guys are sticking to the Scream format. Yes, they did recently say that they wanted to take a risk-it-all approach with Scream 6, but they were saying similar things to that in the time before Scream 5, and I don't think they really did too much that was different. I will say what they did do different in Scream 5 were my favorite parts of the entire film and why it's possibly my favorite sequel still. When you basically have the same structure for 4 movies, doing literally anything differently in a 5th film stands out big time, and that was a huge plus for Scream 5 in my book, but a lot of the things that they kept the same felt really uninspired, and I hope they change that up for Scream 6. What do you guys think about this imaginary cast list? Would you like to see some of these people in this movie? Who's somebody on your wish list to be in Scream 6? Leave it down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching this new Scream 6 update. Like I said, hopefully we have some real casting information real soon, which will probably be the case. Probably in the next coming of weeks or so. It could happen tomorrow, honestly. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more updates on Scream 6 and other horror movies that are coming up. Now, I almost forgot to mention it, but this Saturday, I'm going to be going live at 5 o'clock Eastern time, and I'm going to get the spiciest wings I can find in the area, and I want you guys to ask me a crazy amount of horror trivia questions. If I get them wrong, I have to take a bite of one of the spiciest wings I could possibly find. So it's gonna be a really fun time. Don't miss that live stream, it's gonna be sick. If you wanna support this channel further, you can become a channel member or a Patreon supporter just by clicking on that join button on my page. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching again, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.